กลับเข้าสู่รายการ Talking Thailand Welcome back to Talking Thailand here on Voice TV ถ้วยน้ำมากนะฮะ your mugs look very nice. What is that, Adam? That's a big one.
It's a big one. Cheers. I got it over at the coffee shop over there, just next to Voice TV studio. I think this guy looks quite handsome. He has dark hair unlike me, but I think I dig his style. โอเคอันนี้คำแสดงนะครับคำว่า dig นะฮะถ้าแปลตรงตัวก็คือขุดนะฮะแบบขุดเข้าไปในดินนะฮะขุดดินนะฮะคือ dig แต่ว่าถ้าใช้เป็นแสลงนะครับก็คือชอบหรือว่าปลื้มนั่นเองนะครับปลื้มนะฮะ I dig your style.
Thank you. เฮ้ยแก้วน้ำ do you need that much coffee?
This is actually just water, but if I want a lot of coffee and I want to drink it all day and keep it nice and warm, then this is the mug for me.
โอเคแต่ของเกรซสวยกว่านะฮะ
Quite a traditional Chinese tea drinking cup.
Yeah, it
so you
looks
put
cool.
the dry leaves in this bit and then you pour water in.
อันนี้ของเกรซเองเหรอครับ
Yes, this is mine. I'm sorry I don't have the traditional English teacup and saucer. That's not my style.
you're showing.
I'm not a nationalist.
This is cool. You got this from. Did you go to China for this?
I think I bought this in a mall in Bangkok.
Oh, okay.
I think it probably says made in Thailand.
All right.
No, it says something in Chinese. Can't read
เดี๋ยว
that.
เมื่อกี้มีศัพท์ที่น่าสนใจคือคำว่า nationalist เขาบอกว่า
I'm
ไม่ได้
not a
เป็น
nationalist.
nationalist นะครับ
No.
ภาษาไทยชาตินิยมสูงใช่ไหม
ชา
ค
ติ
รับ
นิยมสูง
Yeah, I think that's quite an American thing because I know English people were kind of embarrassed about our flag because of the bad things that we did in the past. The colonial days. Seriously.
Which is you shouldn't be embarrassed.
Oh, I am, but I'm not fully English anyway. So what? It wasn't my fault.
I'm a fair-weathered American.
One thing
Anyway.
that I do have to mention one thing that Americans may have to be embarrassed about. And I lived in the U.S. And when I lived in the U.S., I was about 10 kilos heavier than I am now. And because of the food there and the eating behavior that I don't know why I grew
Big
to have.
portions.
I was like more fat than I am now.
You were fatter.
I was fatter, yeah.
Fatter.
Why? Now, you have some interesting insights about obesity.
Yeah, well, we all know cigarettes and alcohol are taxed for their negative impacts on health. And nowadays, unhealthy foods and drinks are also given taxes. So basically in Thailand at the moment, sodas are taxed on average 20%.
Oh.
And that's because, obesity, โรคอ้วนใช่ไหมคะ
Yes.
โรคอ้วน it has negative effects on economy for, the cost of healthcare and things like that. And Thailand, with its changing lifestyle patterns, obesity is a growing problem in Thailand and in Asia. Thailand is actually the second fattest nation in Southeast Asia.
Wait, this is surprising.
Malaysia is number one. I read from, I think it was the World Health Organization, said that 32.2% of adults are overweight in Thailand. In Malaysia, it's slightly more. I think it's about 45%.
This surprises me. If you look at this chart behind us,
There we go.
That doesn't look like the average
44%.
Malaysian to me.
Malaysia is fatter than Thailand. Thailand is way to the right, but Vietnam would be the thinnest, and then Cambodia would be the second thinnest.
And we can kind of tell why. I mean, this is one of the negative effects of development of a country, which is a bad thing, really, because England and America are kind of examples of wealth. But Japan has the lowest obesity rate in the developed world, and that's a wealthy country. So they're obviously doing something right, unlike America and Britain, where obesity is a big problem.
I wonder if the number of McDonald's and Burger Kings and, fast food restaurants in a country has any kind of correlation with this.
Well, yeah, it's people's eating habits, and it's part of the westernization of Thai food and eating habits, and they're very well marketed here. So it's kind of it's a cool thing to go to McDonald's or KFC. It also costs more.
Don't you find it to be the case that most Thai people you meet are still quite, small and thin, though, compared to European counterparts?
They have smaller bone structures, yeah.
But they can also be like obese and fat.
Well, according to these results.
No, but I still look okay though as a Thai, and then most people compared to like America.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is...
You have a big obesity problem. Not you, but I mean the whole society.
The thing is, in how it used to be all across the world, if poorer people were slimmer because they had less food.
Okay.
Nowadays in England and America, less well-off people are often bigger because the food they eat, cheap food, is often very unhealthy in England. England.
And then they become fat.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
same is in Thailand, I would say, like the cheap food you can buy in the street, like lukchin and the fake sausages and things like that, they're quite unhealthy.
ไขมันเยอะ Yep.
Yeah,
high in
so
fat.
often that's the way it's become in England, and I'm sure America's the same. You can go
Yeah.
and buy a tub of ice cream for $1 or
Yeah,
two.
sometimes cheap food is higher in fat.
And it's also about education and eating habits
Okay.
in the home as well.
มันคนไทยก็ไม่ได้ผอมอย่างเดียวคนไทยอ้วนเป็นโรคอ้วนเยอะ
ดังนั้น
especially
เลิกเรียกอดัมอ้วนได้แล้วนะครับคนไทยนั่นแหละอ้วนนะฮะ นะฮะจริงๆถ้าอดัมอยู่อเมริกาไม่ได้ดูอ้วนนะอันนี้
ครับ
ตัวสันทัดนะฮะธรรมดานะฮะ
ครับ
But when I come to Thailand and I stand next to a Thai person not you you're a taller Thai guy but like your average
grew up
Thai
in
guy
America. That's why.
That's well do you
Some
know
burgers.
what is สันทัด
ตัวสันทัดno สันทัด is like the average or like
โอเค
อ๋อฝรั่ง
adequate
สอนไทย
adequate
What,
ตัวสันทัดอดัมพูดถูกไหม ตัวสันทัด
Yes,
ก็คือ
yes.
medium นะฮะ
Yes.
medium recently in the past week the owner of the LA Clippers Donald Sterling was recorded making some racial comments that were somewhat inappropriate and now he has been banned by the NBA commissioner Mr. Silver he's trying to force him to sell the team, but he says he cannot come to games. He cannot go to any practice anymore. And then we have the LA Clippers players actually, after hearing about this clip and hearing these racist remarks, they protested in their own way by wearing their warm-up T-shirts or sweatshirts here inside out.
yeah
How did this, sorry,
sure
how did this clip get leaked then? What happened?
It was his girlfriend, who, in fact, his girlfriend is half
Yeah.
African American or half black and half a Latino, and she says it in the audio recording. How do you love me and hate all these black people? Because he was getting mad at her for taking a picture with Magic Johnson, who is a well-renowned basketball player.
and he was basically telling her in the telephone conversation which she taped.
Yes.
and allow it to leak. Okay, by the way.
She was setting him up
Yeah,
for sure.
she was basically kind of like egging him on to say racist stuff, but he was willing to say it. And he came out and said that, okay, you can take a photo with, all of these African American,
ethnic
black
groups you
people,
mentioned.
but don't bring them to my games.
Well, that's
Terrible.
appalling in that I don't know what the percentage is, but at least over 50% of NBA players are probably African American.
It's higher.
And so they have a multicultural league here, and they've got to, be very, very accepting of all cultures and all ethnicities with, these kind of remarks are just unacceptable.
Now, this was a leaked recording that TMZ.com got and then played. And now the NBA banned him for life, and there was a lot of pressure for them to take, real legal action like this. But now the argument shifts to the court because he's going to fight the case. He doesn't want to sell the team, and then he thinks that they can not force him out of what he technically owns. I mean, he owns the stadium.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I mean, the stadium he owns. How can he be told not to go into his own stadium? So he's going to pursue a legal case against the NBA for this. So it's not over, but at least the NBA is taking action, and it's really the first time you see racism in sports.
In fact, there was another incident in football recently.
Yes, there was a soccer star. I guess whenever they go to Spain and play, sometimes they're mocked as monkeys. Or recently, we'll take a look at this clip right here.
Până la final, Dani Alves va fi cel care va executa cornerul. E o imagine pe care n-am mai văzut-o niciodată. Centrare pentru Fabregas. Mingea trece paralel cu linia porții. A fost o banană aruncată din tribună. Dani Alves a mâncat din acea banană. Extraordinar moment. E un răspuns foarte, foarte bun al lui Dani Alves.
So that's the clip, Adam.
That's Danny Alves decided to revert to humor when dealing with racist abuse. That he says it's not the first time, and it's usually in Spain, and that he gets this kind of abuse. So we see pictures of other athletes around the world eating a banana as he did with that banana thrown at him.
Trying to make light of the situation.
Exactly.
And not trying to say that we're all the same.
But in
we're
this
all
day
equal.
and age, why is this still happening? I mean, 12 Years a Slave recently came out, and that was a horrific film to watch. And why is this happening still?
That's a very good question. I think it's just ignorance. And you look back at the Donald Sterling, I think he's an older individual, and some of these older individuals that were still young during the civil rights movement, I guess they were still having racist feelings growing up, and they were never able to get rid of them. Yeah. I mean, for me, growing up in America, you know, in the 80s and 90s, I mean, obviously there were some racist people, but for the most part, people weren't racist. If you were racist, you were looked down upon.
Maybe that's because you're white. I think people, definitely when I was growing up, I think young people are still racist.
No, racism cannot be totally, you know, done away with in society, because a lot of people still have a tendency to want to project hate towards other groups and other people who don't look the way they are. It's almost like that's part of the part of the thinking of people who want to hate other people.
Like the Nazis.
Yeah, they will eventually find a reason to hate another group who may look differently or think differently or act differently. So this basically proves that there is still racism in the United States or in Spain or even in Thailand. But it doesn't go away completely, because many people may say one thing in public. They will not admit that they think this way about black people or Asian people or white people, but in private recordings and private conversations, they say what they want to say. And
exactly.
So I think you have that side of people where they are hypocrites. I mean, they'll try to act like they're all politically correct in public, and then in private they say bad stuff about everyone.
นี่นะครับศัพท์อีกคำหนึ่งนะครับก็คือ hypocrite นะฮะอันนี้จะเป็นคำนามนะครับที่แปลว่าคนที่ทำอย่างพูดอย่างทำอย่างหรือว่าปากถือศีลอะไรนะมือถือสาก
ปากถือศีล
ปากถือศีลนั่นแหละนะฮะคือคน hypocrite นะครับหรือถ้าจะใช้เป็นคุณศัพท์จะเป็น adjective hypocritical. He is a hypocritical person อย่างนี้นะฮะ
ก็ Donald Sterling เนี่ย making money out of black people, and also
that's hypocritical.
Having a girlfriend who's black, and by the way, he's married. Okay, he's married, but he's dating this girlfriend.
Oh, he's married. I didn't know that.
Have they split up now?
No.
After that,
I don't know.
She wants to own the team now. She's gonna get the team from him. That you see how this is going to play
Interesting.
out.
Oh,
maybe she has ulterior motives. Okay.
But anyway,
the wife.
Skin color is always a hot topic in its various forms.
Yeah, I saw recently on dramaaddict.com, and I don't know if anybody, this is a Thai website. This latest article on dramaaddict.com, there was this woman, this African woman who was named by People magazine to be the most beautiful woman in the world. And there were many hateful comments from Thai people.
Her name is Lupita Nyong'o, who is she won the Academy Awards, and she is from
Kenya, but she was
originally.
born, I think, in Mexico. That's why she's called Lupita.
Yeah, and she speaks really fluent English. And anyway, okay, she was in 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, you know, everybody has their own tastes, obviously. Thai people, I was going to say Thai people usually like whiter skin, and for me, I don't really care about skin color as much. Like for beauty, I think a black woman like Beyonce can be very beautiful, Rihanna or whoever. A Thai woman who's either dark or light can look very beautiful. A white woman can look very beautiful. I think they come in all sizes and shapes
Lupita
and colors.
is the hot actress of the moment. But you're right about this. I do find a lot of women beautiful anyway, regardless of race. But then, like, once you start going around saying stuff like that, then you sound like you're just like a guy who loves all the ladies. It's ridiculous as well.
Some of the comments.
You're okay.
Some of the comments from Thai people were kind of hateful. I mean, one of them สวยที่สุดในโลกเลยเหรอสวยตรงไหนนะฮะตาบอดหรือเปล่าครับวะ ตรงไหนเรดาร์เพี้ยนหรือเปล่าสวยและดำที่สุดในโลก
แต่คนไทยส่วนใหญ่เนี่ยดำนะ
But they're not. I don't think they've got like more tanned or brown skin. I wouldn't say it's black.
And they're beautiful for it.
Exactly. So, I think this is crazy.
So
right.
I mean, obviously all Thai people don't have the exact same taste, but I just think maybe some Thai people need to be a little more careful with how they comment or criticize people's skin color.
That's right, that's right. They don't want to be Donald Sterling. We'll return with more. We have a special guest who can speak many languages. We'll take a short break. We'll come back soon.